Ray Krebs was just telling me how you and he used to,
Never mind me and Ray Krebs. The subject is school.
I get all the education I need right here.
You're going to school.
I'm not going anywhere.
How about seeing Jock?
Fine. Granddaddy believes everything I tell him.
Well, the letters from the school, he's gonna believe they were lost in the mail.
If that's what I tell him.
And when I get copies of the letters, he's gonna believe those are lies.
Sure.
Sweetie, that's a set of lies only an imbecile would believe.
You're not really gonna tell him, are you?
Oh, I really am. And I'm really gonna get copies of those letters.
Why? Why do you care?
Because I'm a Ewing now. This family is so full of guilt because your daddy ran away, they let you run wild. Well, babyface, that won't work with me.
Hi. Did an agency send you?
No. No, I'm Pamela Ewing, Lucy's aunt.
Oh, my mistake. You're really lovely. I thought you were probably here for some tests.
I'll tell you what I'm here for. I'm here to give you a warning.
A warning? You're too pretty to give warnings.
Cut out the phony charm. And stay away from Lucy, understand? You took a lot of nice photos, and it was good for both of you. But that's it, hands off.
My, you're a tough lady.
Yes, I am.
All right, let's be reasonable. I'm sorry if I offended anybody.
I'm not here for an apology. Just stay away from my niece.
And if I don't? What will you do? Sick the Ewing family on me?
Maybe, but I don't think I'll have to. I can take care of people like you myself.
Are you threatening me?
Yes, I guess you might say that.
I don't like threats.
Well, then consider it a promise. And consider this, too. I did you a favor coming here myself this time. But if there's a next time, you will deal with my husband. How could you have done it? And you let him!
Politics is politics.
And that's your excuse? For taking a fine, good man and destroying him? And you don't need any excuse. You do it for your own self-serving entertainment.
Now, hold on, Pamela. We understand that you love your brother. But you do have a slightly prejudiced view of him. And despite what you consider his sterling qualifications, the man apparently doesn't hesitate to do what's illegal whenever it suits him.
You have distorted this entire issue. I think you're despicable.
We just told the truth, that's all.
I'll tell you something. I don't know how to play by your rules. But someday I will. And you're going to pay for what you've done to my brother.
No, you won't. You won't use any of those rules against me or any other Ewing. You'll do just as we do. You'll use them to protect your own interests.
Then God help me.
Into mine.
What were you doing there yesterday when my brother was arrested?
You consider that your business, do you?
Yes, I do, because I think you had something to do with it.
What on earth could I have to do with it?
How did you know he'd be arrested at that precise moment?
Well, I have friends at the department. I went down there to see the expression on that worm's face when the police arrested him for shooting my brother.
Let me tell you something, JR. If he did shoot Bobby, it was because he thought it was you, and he had every reason to shoot you.
You know, I'm getting kind of tired of that old song, mean, nasty JR beating up on poor, innocent Cliff Barnes. You're sounding more and more like him, you know that?
Well, that's fine with me, because that means I'm beginning to sound more and more like a Barnes, thanks to you. I've never believed in the Barnes Ewing feud, JR, but now I'm going to join it. I'm going to do everything I can to help Cliff. And I'm not going to rest until all our family scores are settled. Compared to you, JR is a saint. How could you jeopardize what Mama left you?
Huh?
Mama's company. Wentworth Tool and Die.
Oh, God.
no. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. See, I can explain.
Explain? Oh, I would like to hear that. Explain to me how you sold it to Jeremy Wendell after swearing to me that he was the last man on the face of the earth you'd ever even consider selling to.
Pam, it's far more complicated than that.
Oh, complicated? Are things too complicated for you, Cliff? Well, I tell you what I'm gonna do for you. I'm gonna simplify things for you because I'm gonna walk out of here for good. It's all yours now. You're all alone. You're in charge. Does that make things simpler for you?
Pam, you don't understand.
Oh, but I do understand. And I've had it. I've had it with your explanations, your excuses, your lies, and your fabrications. I am finished.
No, wait, you can't do that.
Oh, but I can. I am finished. I may love you, but I don't like you. And as far as I'm concerned, from now on, I don't have a brother. You filthy snake.
I take it this is not a social visit?
Why? Just tell me why. I was out of your life, out of your family's life, off your precious South Fork. Why would you pull such a ghoulish trick on me? Do you really need to hurt me that much?
What are you talking about? You're babbling like a lunatic.
You know what I'm talking about. The trip to San Serrano, the trip to Jamaica. The trip you manipulated me into taking so I'd look for Mark Grayson.
What?
You know how much he means to me. What kind of sick pleasure did you get out of sending me island hopping around the Caribbean with Gerald Kane?
Who are you talking about?
You know who, damn it! The pilot that you hired to lead me on that wild goose chase.
Now, just slow down. Some nut's been telling you stories about me, and you're believing him.
He's not a nut, and I believe him.
I never liked you a hell of a lot, you know that, Pam? But I never thought you were stupid until now.
Stupid! Maybe. Maybe because in the past, when I've threatened you, I haven't followed through. But this time is different, JR. Because this thing with Mark disgusts me more than anything you've ever done before.
Pam, there's been a misunderstanding.
Shut up! Just sit there and listen! Cliff and your cousin Jamie want to split up Ewing Oil. And they asked me to join their fight, but I said I wouldn't because of Bobby. Well, that won't stop me anymore. You have no heart. You have no feelings. You can't be hurt like other people. But you have one soft spot. One weakness, and that's Ewing Oil, the only thing you've ever really loved. Well, I'm gonna join Cliff, and I'm gonna back him up all the way. And Cliff and Jamie and I are gonna take your company away from you. And then I'm gonna watch you hurt.
Come on in, Pam. I was just dressing.
I want to talk to you about the letter.
Letter? What letter?
The letter that you read to Bobby. The letter from me to my attorney before we ever file for a divorce. The letter that said that I wanted to lead a different kind of life away from Bobby. The letter that I never wrote, Catherine.
Now, Pam, just a minute.
Did you write it? You did, didn't you? Did you write it?
Well, yes. JR forced me to. It was all his fault.
JR forced you. JR forced you to write a letter to break up me and Bobby.
That's right.
You're a liar.
No, I'm not. You know how much he wanted the two of you divorced. And so did I.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
What difference does it make to you anyway? You left Bobby, didn't you?
He was still my husband.
But you walked out on him. You didn't want him anymore, and I did. I fell in love with Bobby from the first time I saw him. And I've loved him ever since. Pam, and I'm gonna have him too.
Listen to me. You may be my sister, but I never want to see you again. I want you out of my life for good.
Your brother in an alley with a shotgun before I let him muscle in on my business.
Stop yelling at me. I'm as upset as you are. I think it's a crime that Cliff's trying to take Jamie's estate, claiming that he was never divorced from her. He never loved that girl. He treated her like dirt, and he doesn't deserve anything that belonged to her.
Is that your concern, for God's sake, the memory of a dead girl?
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, just another pleasant evening at South Fork.
must be very happy.
Why?
Everybody hovering around you, asking if there's anything you need. Mama feeling so guilty she doesn't even know what time it is.
Come on, Pam.
Thought you were capable of a lot of things, Cliff, but not this.
Get out of here.
I will when I'm through, but I've got a lot to say.
I don't want to hear.
Well, you're going to hear it. I didn't think you were a quitter, even if you didn't care about your own life. What about Mama's?
But Mama's the one that fired me. You're 100% Ewing. I lost everything I cared about.
You mean Sue Ellen? You only wanted Sue Ellen to get back at J.R.
She's all I had.
Oh, really? What about Mama? It broke her heart when she fired you. You didn't give her any other choice. And Afton's crazy about you. She hasn't left this hospital since you came in. And no matter how angry I get at you, I love you. You're my brother. When we were growing up, I thought you were the most wonderful thing that ever happened.
Yeah, now?
Now I know you're just human, like the rest of us. Except the rest of us take our mistakes and bounce back, Cliff. Even Digger. He was a drunk and a loser. But he played his cards till the end. I know you're a better man than he was.
The doctor says everything looks fine. He thinks I can carry the baby to full term.
Oh, honey, that's wonderful.
How's Christopher?
Oh, he's great. We spent the whole day together.
You know, Bobby, we'd both better start spending more time with him, especially now.
Pam, he's gonna be fine. Now, you hurry up and get home. If we're gonna have another baby, we got some work to do.
Well, if that's the case, I'll be home in 10 minutes. Bye.